Now we need to add in some simple controls. And we're going to say create a new object. And we're going to double click in our empty space. And we're going to go down to the section called input. And we're going to select the type of input controls that we want. For our example, we're going to start with a keyboard. In the future, you can customize it to include any or all of these types of controls. By selecting keyboard and saying insert, it simply adds the capacity to control this program with a keyboard, and that is why it says it is now available to use. You'll see it listed under object types, but there's no visible view of it in your layout. The next thing you're going to do is we are going to add in an event. So we'll go back over to our events section, and we're going to add a new event. The event that we're going to choose will take place on the keyboard, and we'll click on Next. It's going to ask us what is the condition we want to have, and we're going to choose On Key Pressed. This means that when we click on a specific type of key, it's going to have an action associated with it. By clicking Next, you can choose what the key is by actually pressing it on your keyboard. So in this case, I'm going to test what would happen if I press the right arrow on my key. So I will click the right arrow on my keyboard, and this will indicate that I've selected the right arrow key. By saying OK, you'll see that the key right arrow is saved in here, and I can now click Done. Now the character is being asked what should happen when I press the right arrow key. Because we put in this keyboard object underneath it, by default, the program understands that the right arrow key will make our character move to the right. But we want to add an additional feature to this. What we might want to do is mirror the direction of the object, depending on which way it's facing. In the case of our sprite, you're not going to notice much of a difference because our character happens to be pretty symmetrical, except that the eyes are facing a little bit more to the right. If we leave this intact, nothing will have changed. When we press the right arrow key, it'll still be facing to the right. But let's say that we instead choose the left arrow key, and we say OK and Done. We can then click on Add Event, and we will need to select our object, which is the sprite, say Next, and then what we will look for is Set Mirrored under Appearance. Mirrored means that it will reflect it the opposite direction. So by selecting this, what we're doing is we're saying we would like the object to be reversed across a symmetrical line. So by saying Done, every time I press the left key, my object will face and appear to face to the left. We'll need to repeat this process on the keyboard, On Key Pressed, and choose the right key. And when we say OK, we're going to add an action to our sprite. And this time, we're going to select Set Mirrored. And when we go to Next, we're going to change the state to Not Mirrored. Now this may seem redundant since it's already facing to the right, but every time we press the left key, our character is going to be reflected in the opposite direction. So we want to make sure that when we press the right key, that is reversed back. And this way we'll have the appearance that our character is looking one direction or the other. Now you have the capacity to add in a lot of additional layers to this game, but for now, let's test and make sure that our game works as well as it should by pressing the preview button. You can see that our game is focused on my character in the player box and an ongoing animation. If I press the right arrow key, my character moves to the right, and if I press left, it mirrors and it now faces left. These are built-in codes for the keyboard action, so pressing the up arrow key makes our character jump. And as you can see, when I jump and move, the background and the platforms are scrolling, allowing me to make my character appear to be moving in a three-dimensional space despite crossing different platforms. And that is the basic design behind creating a moving sprite on platforms.